Hello, everybody, and welcome to Math 100, Liberal Arts Mathematics. Before you watch any other videos, I wanted to tell you a secret for success in this course, all right? And it has to do with the syllabus. So let me briefly go over the syllabus, especially the last page that has a secret to success in this 100% online class, okay? So let me share my screen in just a second. Here it comes. Okay, so this is your home page, right? And then you can click on get started to watch my introductory videos, modules. Of course, this is primarily where you should go. Now, there's a link to syllabus, and this link is the same link as the syllabus page over here. Okay, now I'm going to click this just to let you see what happens here. And this is basically the same content as the PDF version of my course syllabus. All right, so I've got the contact information, the textbook, student learning outcomes, the grading, and so on. And you can read through this. We have lots of resources to help you succeed, and then some hints, some keys to passing this course. Then we have just a few other the types of information here. We have a list of I have listed the all the homework exercises from the book, and then if you look at the Canvas version of the syllabus, this is what you'll see: course summary, and basically this is all the due date. This is a list of all the due dates, right? And you see that in some days you have lots of things due. Okay, and so if you wait until this day, let's say you wake up on September 22nd and say, well, what's due? Oh, we have a test here. Oh, I have homework this and that. How about October 4th? You see quiz 3.5, homework for chapter 3, quiz 3.3, quiz 3.4. Listen, each of these will require you to watch the video, fill in some blanks and notes, do some a quiz on paper. You're not going to be able to do all of three things in one day. All right, so don't go by the online syllabus. All right, I mean, this is just a one source of information, but what I really want you to do is to look at the PDF file syllabus. All right, so instead of going to this syllabus, which is by default, I can't really change this. What I'd like you to do is to go to the modules, and of course, this is really where you would be spending most of your time on, because this is the list of all your lessons and sections to study and so on. But in the first welcome module, you will see this syllabus as your item. Okay, so you click on that, and what you will see is my online PDF file, which is the syllabus. Now, if I were teaching this class face-to-face, you would be given this like a 6-page syllabus on the first day. You remember when we used to meet in the classroom, and this is what you will get, all right? And it's the same kind of information you just saw, the class policy, the grading policy, resources available, and so on. But then after the list of homework exercises, I have 2 pages of progress or the schedule, all right? And so this is page 5 of my PDF syllabus. And I have all the deadlines here. But see, the things that my policy is this: the deadlines are, I don't have lots of deadlines. I mean, I have lots of deadlines, but they tend to be on, for this section, Mondays and Wednesdays, sometimes some other days, but mostly Mondays and Wednesdays, because I don't want you to, pay attention to like a bunch of days throughout the semester. Okay, but don't go by the deadlines. I want you to focus on this column, what to do. Okay, so during this week, like for instance, week 1, you are to do sections 2 and 3 of chapter 1. The following week, you are to do 4 and 5 of chapter 1, and so on, right? And as you do these things, you will be meeting the deadlines. You don't have to really worry about the deadlines, because as you do these sections, most of these quizzes should be done while you complete your sections. What do I mean by completing sections? Okay, I have another video that explains this. But basically, you watch the lecture videos, you take notes, you answer the quiz questions, you go to the online quiz to answer the same questions, and then you do your homework. Okay, that's what is required. So, and here is the important part: in order to help you succeed and to keep making your progress, I have added page 6 of the syllabus. All right, this is not what you see in the online Canvas syllabus, but you really should pay attention to this. If I were you, I would print this out, okay, and then maybe put it on the wall so you can see this. Right, basically, this is the guide to your weekly or daily activities. So if you want to successfully pass this course, this is what you should follow. By Tuesday, activity 1 is due. This is simple. You don't have to study for it. But then you should also do section 1.2 and 1.3 during the first week. Now, you don't have to do this on Tuesday and Thursday, okay? But you should do these 2 sections this week. And as you do so, the quiz on 1.2 and quiz on 1.3 will be done by the due date, which I think is the August 30th, right? And so you don't have to worry about every single deadline for these quizzes, because quizzes really are parts, just a part of completing these sections. Okay, so if you follow this along, again, not necessarily on these dates, many of these things are written on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but like for instance, during this week, if you do sections 3.3, 3.4, and 3.5, including those online quizzes, you should not worry about having to complete your quizzes on the following Monday, okay? So expect to do 2 to 3 sections every week, okay? And of course, that would include homework. So you see, if you do sections 3, 4, and 5 of chapter 3, this particular week of September 27th, you will have all the quizzes for these sections along with homework for these sections, right? Because those are parts of completing sections. So you don't really have to worry about having homework due on the following week. You see, I'm giving you extra days to do your homework and to do your quizzes. So that's why we have, I have I have these deadlines a few days after the chapters are to be completed. Okay, so don't go by when things are due. Okay, go by this progress or recommended schedule so that you can successfully, keep up with the progress required to finish this semester and this course. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, as far as how the Canvas the structure works, how the modules work, what you're supposed to do for each section, look at my other introductory videos. All right, and so if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, and I will talk to you later. Take care.